is Slap Out Lash Girl Melissa. I'm coming to you live today. Yay. I want to thank you always for popping in. But today we're going to do an eye look very quickly because Lister's got a lot to do today. Yes, she does. I have got to finish up my Christmas wrapping. I've got to go to Wally World. I've got a lot to do today. So this is why it's so important sometimes to have like a simple eye look that you can use to get in and out very quickly, and you don't want to spend a whole lot of time. Now, I do want to give you a couple of techniques using a concealer. I am going to use Younique's concealer, by the way, and I'm going to use this color, One Liquid Eyeshadow. Now, these do not smudge, they don't crease, so for our older eyes, it is the perfect thing for you to use. This is it right here. I'm going to use the color Giggly, and the names are on the bottom. This is Younique's brand. Love, love this liquid eyeshadow. And everybody else seems to like it too. So all the ladies that watch me on my Facebook page, they loved it. And just about, there's like 8 different colors. They're beautiful. They're like 4 shimmers and 4. Hey there, guys. Hey, Melanie. How are you, girl? And so I thought I would do live today. I hadn't done live on here in a while. I put Chiefy Boy in the other room, so he's not going to disturb us. The only one in here with me is little old Hyper, my little 16-year-old. I guess she's a beagle mix something. It showed up at my house a long time ago. Now I'm going to use this right here. This is the color Velour. It is a concealer that also has squalene in it. It has good properties in it. It's a skincare in it. So you love the liquid eye. Me too, Jamie. Y'all are following me from Facebook. I'm so glad y'all popping on. I'm going to use this color here. I did this yesterday and I loved it, but I'm going to give you a little tip with using the eyeliner pencil. That I don't know that I've shown y'all that before. So I do it on occasion. I did it yesterday and I thought, okay, I can still do this. So, but the key to helping this area right here, I don't have, I've got to put my eye primer on, but I want to use a little bit of concealer to kind of brighten up my eye. And we're going to go right underneath here. And the reason I wanted to do live today is because I just have so much going on. Y'all, my mom, some of you that follow, well, you two that are watching, I know, y'all know I have to deal with my mom on a regular basis. She lives with me and she has dementia. So we're, yesterday, I really do think this past week when I had to take her to the emergency room that I think she had a little tiny stroke. I do. Because she told me yesterday, the Walmart that we go in all the time, she'd never been there. So something's changed. I could tell it yesterday. Lots of questions, lots of confusion. So it is what it is. And I do this on the side and I work full time too. So this is why I'm doing the live today. But you see how I just kind of blended that in the light that it gave me? I'm going to bring it right in here. I have a little indentation right there that drives me crazy. And I do like to kind of cover it up. Now, if you're going to use a concealer, it doesn't matter what concealer you use. If you want to use Younique's, get it. I'll put everything in the description box after this is over. Because I wasn't quite sure what all I was going to use. And I wanted to make sure that I included everything. So, but look how this opens up the inner corner of your eye. Look at that. Wow. Total difference from this side to this side. And so let's do the same thing on this side. Now, this is a Japanese brush. It is called an eye detailer brush, and I'll link it below. I love it. And you can get it at, if you go to Ulta, it said Ulta. That's how I found it. I was looking for a small, tiny brush that was really kind of flat, but angled at the top. And it worked out really well. This brush is one of my favorites, and I have bought some other ones, but I typically like this one better. So, oh, thank you, girl. It has been a trying week. It really has. And so she was kind of having a little come apart last night, which I have figured out she cannot make decisions. Period. They're not even to Christmas gift or anything. I had to do that yesterday. I figured out, I know what the kids like anyway, the grandbaby, her great-grandchildren, that's what we were doing. But for her to not recognize that Walmart was kind of like, wow, really? You don't recognize Walmart? Okay. And I said, well, we just got your medicine in there, and so they have you on file, so we've been here before. So I didn't know what else to say. I was kind of taken back just a little bit. and it just asked me the same question at least 100 times yesterday, over and over and over and over. So, what do y'all think? Do you think that is, hey Cole, how are you? How is the frozen tundra where you are? But I do think something has happened. And last night, and we had to get, she wants to, I told her we just do cash for everybody else. And went through the ATM, and she could not comprehend what I was doing. And then she says, well, I need some cash on me, and I know you don't. You don't need to have any cash on you. And she goes, well, I like to have it. And I said, I know you do, but you don't need it because you'll lose it. You're doing good? Girl, I've been in a world of, my mom is changing a little bit with her dementia. And this week's been very trying and very changing. And so I'm trying to figure out what's the best thing for me to do in life. Because I work full time. Yesterday was a trying day, very trying. She was with me all day, and very confused. It was a very confusing day for her. And so, all right, I'm doing eye primer. I don't care if these don't crease or whatever. You need to use eye primer if you've got older eyes. If you're young, you can probably get away with it because these do have staying power, the liquid eyeshadows. And I'm just going to say that I always use eye primer. Now, I only put it on my lids because that's typically where I would get oily. And so that will make your makeup break down a little bit if you don't use a primer. So doesn't matter what primer you use, I always use this one here. It has got a little tacky feel to it. So I will set this to just a little bit of powder. Not much at all. And however, I am loving, loving, loving this right here. This stuff has become my new best friend. And Melanie, who's on here, she told me that she put it underneath her eyes, and that was a wonderful tip, Melanie. I've been doing it ever since. And it really does give it some more staying power, and it doesn't settle into your fine lines, y'all. This is called a prime and set. It is a powder and primer mixed together in a powder. And then you shake it like this, and then you use this big fluffy brush like this. This is a Younique brush, brand new product. It will be out in January. And dip it into the powder. It goes on your face. And it's your powder and your primer mixed together, y'all. It is amazing. It feels cool to the touch when it goes onto your face. And then it sets like a powder. And then you put your foundation over it. And I'm just telling you, I really haven't been having to use setting powder, not much. I use T-zone area, and that's it. I don't use anything else. So win with this product. So you love the new powder. I know. See, you told me that, and I've been doing it ever since, girlfriend. I have. I took your advice. Now, I do set it with a little bit of setting spray and a brush. I spray it on the brush and then just pat it underneath here. Works like a charm. Works like a charm. All right, so we're going to use Giggly. I love Giggly. Giggly is a very pretty color. Pretty on anyone. Very nice. It's matte, so you don't have to worry about the shimmer if you don't want the shimmer. You could add just a little bit of luminizer right here in the corners of your eyes, and that'll be all you need. Now, I am going to use, I'm going to put Giggly on first, and then I am going to use Velour Press Powder Foundation. Just some kind of light foundation up here, not too light and not too dark. You want it to be, I like for it to be more of like my skin tone pretty much. You don't want a big enough light up there. So, because this past week we learned about, in my Younique by Melissa page, we learned Wayne Goss's techniques for anti-aging concealer and where to put it. So I did a few of those today. This corner, that was one of them. I have a little bit of it right here. I definitely did that half moon thing here today. I did not do the sides because of so just ordered Egotistical. Oh, don't be scared of that one. It's really pretty, really pretty. And you know what you can do with that one, girl? That color, you can make eyeliner out of it. Yes, you can. This is it right here. That's Egotistical. It's shiny, but I saw somebody use it as an eyeliner, like here. It was beautiful, and they went very neutral on their eye with it. I was like, girls, I'm going to have to try that. I'm not doing that today. We're doing simple today. That would be a little more common. I might do that this coming week. Why don't we do that during the week this week? Melissa will get fancy and go to work with that on. Woo! That'd be fun. It'd be pretty with this. Now, you can pair it with this. It'd be absolutely gorgeous. Or do a neutral color on your eye and then give that pop of color. Oh, Christmas. That would be so, so pretty for Christmas. You don't have to do the wing thing, but just a little bit. But I'm going to show you a little trick today to how to do this right here. These little liners like this. Simple, not crazy, and I did it yesterday. But what I was going to say is you put the concealer here, and that does kind of help hold and grab the liner when you go to put it on. But we got to use a little bit of powder. I don't have much powder in here, do I? I don't have any. This is my It's. Going to put some It's in here. Love me some It's. I do. I like it. I have used this a long time. A very long time. So we're going to set, if I can find my brush. Y'all know me, I'm always hunting for a brush. I can't ever find one. Here, this one. This one will work. This is an under eye brush by Morphe too. I got this one. But you know what? I do love the other one a little bit better. This one's more flat. This one is also the Morphe, but I love this one. This is the one I used to put the setting powder, the setting spray and pat it there. Love it. But I don't want to use it with powder when I'm using the setting spray with it. Listeners, don't like washing brushes too much. I try. I should do it more. All right, let's just pat this on because we want to set the concealer that we added, and we want to set the eye primer, especially in these corners right here where we're going to put that liner. You want it to grab, but you don't want it to be, because if you go on without doing that, it will grab that color and hold it in one spot, and you don't want to do that. Now, I don't know if a lot of eye primers are that way, but this one is tacky, and it needs to be tamed. That's what I call it. With just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now, this has a doe foot applicator. Yay! And it makes me happy when I wear this color for some reason. And I put it on yesterday, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to have it. It changed my whole entire mood. And so I posted something about how it changes your mood and you go from this to this. It really does. Because it made me happy yesterday. So you want to put it right on your lid because we're going to do our whole eye with this. Yes, we are. Do one eye at a time because you need to be able to work. This is just a crease brush, Younique's crease brush. You can use a cream shadow brush if you want. You could use probably the fluffy crease brush. But for me, you see how my skin moves? I have some movable skin, really. Take this end right here and kind of push it up toward the tail of your brow. You know what we tend to do when we put our eyeshadows on? I've noticed I always do this. When I really should not do that. I really should keep my eye relaxed because I'm not going to walk around like this, So I thought about that the other day. And I have to be real mindful in telling myself not to lift my eyebrows because it's not realistic. It's not the way I look. So if you're doing this, you're not really getting a realistic look of what your finished look is going to be like. So I don't know if I've ever told y'all that. I just realized that about myself the other day because I always lift my eyebrows. So I try not to do that. I know it's really hard. It's hard for me not to do it. I'm so used to doing it. Because seriously, when you do that, you're taking it. You might just only take it to the crease. See, I got to learn to do it. See, I brought my eyes back down. It's so hard not to do, but try not to do it because if you're blending colors, now this color probably really won't matter because you're just using one color. But if you were layering colors, it will make a huge difference of placement. So, and you see me kind of moving over this way because I have a Band-Aid on this thing holding it. And it's like the little things right in the center of my face. So it's hard for me to see myself in here. Marky got to fix it. I don't know when he's going to have time to fix it. So right now it has a Band-Aid. I'm thinking about just probably ordering another piece for it. It goes to my ring light, and I have my ring light on, but I don't have any other lights on. So this is all natural light from my window. So actually, this is probably better than filming something in, lights. You can actually see what my skin really looks like. On a daily basis, it's okay. I got a lot of brown spots. So I'm going to add just a little more on this side. Look at me doing them eyebrows. Girl, stop it. Stop doing that. I know the only reason I recognized that was one day I did my eyes and I was like, well, what am I doing that's making that look different from one side to the other? And it was lifting my eyebrows, basically. Now, if you want to, you can spot treat. I usually just take the brush and do like this, and I'll just come right up here in this area, wipe some off. You think you got too much? You can't get too much of this color. It's just so pretty. It is a pretty, pretty color. Simple, simple, simple. Now, we're going to add a black liner to it, and it's going to make it really pop. And then we're going to add, I'm going to use Twisted Mascara, and I'm going to use 4D. I'm going to combine the two. And by the way, we have these new lipsticks coming out. They are gorgeous. This one is called Uppity. It is my favorite. And they're matte. And the cool thing about them is they stay on. Like, you can, look. I mean, there's no transfer. It's like incredible. Unless you put lip gloss or something over it. And then, of course, it will have some transfer. But because you're kind of changing it a little bit. But they're all matte. And they just feel wonderful on your lips. Let's do, let's do this first. Let's do my pressed powder. Pressed powder, my friend, today. But I appreciate you guys popping in. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to get this thing called life straightened out soon. I think my worst deal, and maybe y'all can give me some advice, is this lipstick is fabulous. It is. You know, you could put a little bit of some of the liquid eyeshadows here and like Reverent, and that would be pretty. I would pop it. That would make it pop a little bit more. Give you a little ombre look. All right, so there's about all I'm going to do with that. And I will come back and probably touch that up. I'm going to let this stuff kind of dry and set first. Now let's do this liner. The liner. Hey, Erica. Hey, girl. What's you doing? Y'all, she's my Instagram girl. I have to go to her on Instagrams. All right, so what we're going to do, this is a color perfect, and I sharpened it, and it's at a good point. You know, I've got a good little point on it. A lot of times when the key to these is if you're going to sharpen these, whatever sharpener you use, you need to turn the sharpener and not this. Because if you turn this, it kind of breaks off the end of it, and it makes it stubby, for lack of a better word. If you take it and twist this, it gives you a nice little point. So keep that in mind. If you already have some of these, that's how that works. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go from my pupil over. I don't bring it all the way in. I have close set eyes. So if I did that, it would bring my eyes more together, and I don't want them to be that. They would be more inward. So makeup can change your face. You just have to learn your face and learn the techniques that are best for it. And the way you can do that is trial and error. So I'm going to basically start down here, and don't close your eyes. Hold your eyes open. And you can take, if you got loosey skin, loosey goosey, take your hand right here. This is what Wayne Goss does. Now, I used to pull it here, but I don't do that anymore. Wayne says this is a great way. Put your fingers right here on your temple and kind of pull it up. So this right here will hold your skin in place. Thank you, Beverly. And then you're going to take this and lightly go across. We're not making a big, thick line. I'm just not. I just want to darken the area. Now, if you don't have a lot of space, you can tight line. And tight lining is coming underneath and going through here. I have to hold my lid up. I can't. I've watched some YouTubers, and they can just go right through there, and I can't do that. I'm so afraid I'm going to poke myself. So I don't do that. I can show you how to do it. I can show you how to do it. It's real easy. But this is one easy way. Now, if you can't use a liner and you're like, oh, Alyssa, I cannot use a liner. I can't do that. Then grab you, most likely you might have a black eyeshadow. And you could use a brush. Well, you could use a brush like this. It's angled on the end. You could spray this with setting spray, dip it into this, and just press it in. You can create your own liner that way. So you can't anymore. It looks horrible. So this would be an option for you if you wanted to do this. You could just press this in, and just press it right into where the lash area is. You don't have to make a wing, but I do want to show you how to do just a tiny. I call them baby wings. They're not really like way out here wing. I can't do that anymore. It looks ridiculous on me. So I can't do it. So what I'm going to do, what you do is you take, if you take, it's hard to explain. If you take and pull this up just a tad, look at that. You have the corner of your eye. It's the perfect angle. Now, if I tried to do it just freehanding it, not going to work. It's not. Now, you're going to have to pull it up just a tad. You get right underneath where you see that angle going up, and you just flick it like that. It's like that. It's not going to be a big wing, but you're going to create a little wing, and then you're just going to draw it back to your line that you created. And if you want to take it out a little more or make it a little thicker, you can. See that? Very, very easy, very, very simple technique. I can't remember where I saw it. I did see it on YouTube, but it's been a long time since I thought about it. And then one thing you can do is bring your concealer up through here if you need to clean it up. I've already got my concealer on, so if I made any boo-boos or anything, but what you do, hold it up, find the corner, and just flick it right upward. Right out, and draw it back. And you're holding your skin. And I know when you let go, it kind of comes back, but it does have a little tiny baby wing. You see that? Tiny, tiny. I can't do no more than that. I can't. So let's do this side. Hold this tight. I usually will start from the outer corner in, and then kind of draw it back. You figure that out for you. What's best for you, because it's dependent on how much skin you have sitting there. Now you're going to do the same thing over here. Hold it up. Take that little and hold it up. There's my little corner. And I'm just going to flick it right upward. It works pretty darn good. It does. It was a great little technique to find. And then draw it back. And then you've got two little baby wings. Doo-doo-doo. And if you want a tight line, which you can, if you want to make it just a tad, you get this side out a little bit more. Because think about it now, you're going to have to take it out just a tad more for our older eyes, because guess what? It's going to pop back. It is. And then what I did, if you want to soften it, what I did was I took a little more giggly. Yep, a little more giggly. And I took the brush that I used. No, did I use this one? No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. I did use this one. I was trying to think of what I did yesterday. So you saw a video about, and she just put the liner on the corner and went straight up. Yeah, that's what this is. I don't know. I cannot remember who it was or when I saw it. But, and then what I do is I take a little bit and I darken this area with the giggly and push the giggly straight up. It's not meant to be a huge wing, but I like it. And then pushing this right up on top of it makes everything kind of go up. Bring this into the crease and then blend it up just a little bit. That's what I'm going to do on this side too. Blend it up just a tad. And then you got that pretty color. Now I'm going to bring some of this color right underneath, but with a different brush. I'm going to use a different brush for that. I'm going to use this brush here. This one is this a Morphe? Yes, it's a Morphe. You know I like Morphe brushes. This one is an M431. It's like a little bullet brush, like that. Thank you, Cole. I think it's a great technique. Easy. If I wasn't talking you through this, I'd already be done. I'd already be done with this eye look. I'd already have the mascara on and everything. I'm going to take a little bit of Giggly and run it right underneath. And you can make the wing whatever you want it to be. If you don't want to do the wing, then just do from your pupil over, and that's all you need, or tight line, either one. It's up to you and what you want to do with your eyes. I like sometimes to have a little wing. And then I'll go back and kind of touch it up if I want to make it a little bit more defined. Like I did that yesterday. It just depends on what you want or feel like you need. How easy is that? One eyeshadow. Boom, and you're done. All you need is your mascara. And the cool thing about it is your mascara, when you put your mascara on, you're going to fan out through here. See, because it looks like I have no lashes. I really don't. My lashes are really, really straight. And these over here grow straight down. So I would recommend that you use a, and I got this one in Miami back in January. Before the pandemic happened. We went into, was it Walgreens? I couldn't find mine. And so I didn't know if I didn't bring it or what. But heck, I found it finally on the boat. But already, now, but I like this one. This is through Revlon. Younique used to have one, and I'll just kind of pump it like 10 times, 8 times. And then we're going to use Twisted. Twisted. This has 2 wands. There's one, and then it has another one. Isn't that cool? Whoop. This one's bigger, okay? And then this one is the key, the little small one. I have some videos on here of this, but we're going to do it today. And we're going to, what I do is, what the greatest thing about this is, you have the out too. All right, girlfriend. We are all so much alike, aren't we? I met a lady in Walmart yesterday. Never seen her before at all. And she was about my age. We were about the same age. And she had one of these, because I was trying to help Mom get some, Christmas stuff. And she had one of those LOL things in her. And I was like, oh, that's what I'm looking for. And where'd you get that? And so we kept running into each other, and we were after the same darn things every time. And we were helping each other find stuff. It was like, I don't know who she was, but we sure had a lot in common. I told her that. I said, wow, she has the same amount of grandchildren. I was like, dang, we got a lot alike. Look how pretty this is. Look how pretty it separates your lashes. Now, what this little wand does, it grabs all the little baby lashes that you have, because our lashes continue to grow, and we lose them, and they grow, and then we lose them. So you're going to lose lashes like every week. But this grabs those little baby ones that are coming in. It makes your eyes look thicker. I just love the way it separates your lashes. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And I don't usually like my lashes. But the first time I ever used 3D fiber lash, oh my Lord, I stared at myself for an hour because I couldn't believe how my lashes looked. Because I've never worn falsies. I wouldn't know how to put on falsies. I've always been a mascara girl, but I have not. I've been using, I've been with Younique, what, 6 years? Yeah. And I have never used another mascara since. I've gone from the 3D to the 4D, and now, they introduced the Epic line. And if you need a brown color mascara, you can get this in brown. Not the Twisted, but you can get the regular mascara in Epic in brown, black. And today, I've got to order the teal. Today's the last day of the deal for bundle 10. So, well, when I get off of here, I'll put all the links below. It doesn't take long to do that. When you do a live, it's hard to get all that in on my phone. I use my laptop for that. Oh my gosh, I love this mascara. I love how it separates your lashes. Now, see, I have to work really hard here. Watch. I do. That one little, there's like 1 or 2 hairs that grow straight down. So this little brush has allowed me to manipulate that corner. And that's why I like this brush. Love it. Now, I'm not going to use the bigger brush, but you can. If this is what you want to use, and that's all you want to use, that's fine. I'm going to put some 4D on it. I want my lashes to stand out. And that's the cool thing about this eyeshadow, is this is light, and when you put your lashes on, your eyes are just going to pop. Your eyes are going to be the focal point, but your eyeshadow's not overbearing on your lashes. You see your lashes like gorgeous. Is that a word? Gorgeous. Now, this does have little fibers in it. They're Y-shaped fibers. And what I do is kind of get at the base and just roll it. Make sure you get the tips, or you could just do the tips. I'm just going over exactly what I did. So, but this is Epic. Same formula. It just has the fibers in it. Little Y-shaped fibers. And it's all one step. And it just gives you really nice, pretty length. and volume. That's what I love about it. Look at that. Whoa. Whoa. I think I might add a little lip gloss today. My lips. Let's do this side. I had to learn to this too. Turn your hand. Don't go over your nose, because most of the time if you go over your nose, you're going to get it on your nose. I've done that a billion times. I've even done it on camera. And it's okay, because then I can show you how to take it off without messing up your makeup. A spoolie. Let it dry. And get a clean spoolie. Don't use a dirty one. And it will scrape right off. See, I'm going over my nose. I shouldn't do that. I'm old school. How about that? That is so darn pretty. Now let me show you. There's another color. These are all the colors. These are the colors. This one is Ornate, which is beautiful by itself too. Kind of got a shimmer to it. And this is Exalted. That's another one of the shimmers. Really pretty. This one is Overt, which is a matte. Perfect for like transition colors. You can also use it by itself. That's what I love about these. You can use them by themselves. And this is Business Light. Now, I did wear this one this week. Business Light is got a little shim to it too. And I paired it with Wheeled. That was pretty, because Wheeled is a matte color. Very pretty. And this is Wheeled right here. It's kind of like a brown mauve color. Almost like my lips. Kind of like my lips are right now. And then this one is Egotistical. The one I'm going to try to make a liner out of. I'm going to do that. And then this one is Reverent. Reverent is, you can tell I use this one quite a bit. Reverent I use on my eyes by itself, just like this. Beautiful. And you can pop it here. And you can use this as a little highlight if you want to. So this one does multiple jobs. Some of these I think you could probably get away with as a blush too. So I like makeup that's versatile. I know they're not meant to be used in that way, but you can do it if you want to. Yes, you can. It's your face. You can do it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. All you got to do is try. You know what? And if it messes up, then you just take it off. You just take it off. And if I wanted to use a little bit of this here, I could. I could add a little bit of this in the corner. I think what I'll add, though, is just illuminator. I hate adding something I hate using something that you can't get, though. But this would look really pretty in the corner. But I want it to be soft. So if you can get we don't have this color anymore. Let me see if I can find it. We don't have this color anymore, but it's called Benevolent. And it's really pretty. And it is a powder illuminator. And it's kind of it's pretty. It's not too white. I don't like a really white. I have one called Iridescent, and it is just too white for me. It's just, I don't need that beacon of light. We don't need that. We need something soft when we age. And take a little flat brush and tap it and just pop this right in the corner of your eye. And I'll bring it up just a little right in there. It makes a huge difference. It kind of opens your eye up just a little bit. Especially if you've got some discoloration there. Light brings things forward. And I just think it's pretty. I think it's real youthful when you use it. Now this is really pretty. Illuminator coming down your nose. I wouldn't put it on the tip of my nose anymore. I don't do that. I used to. But Wayne Goss says don't do it. So I don't do it. He said that's not anti-aging, in other words. I did learn that out of his video. If nothing else, I did learn that. He is so good and he explains things so well. All right. There you go. Look, that is just that. Look at that. That's how lipstick. It stays. You don't see nothing. I love it. See, I can go eat, drink, whatever, and that's still going to be there pretty much all day. I'm sure it's going to wear off at some point. But don't forget, we have all these colors for you to choose from. There's 8. There's 8 different colors. Gorgeous, perfect for your age and eye. You'll love them. And you'll just need a crease brush to put them on. And maybe a little tiny brush like this if you want to bring it underneath. So thank you guys for popping in. Maybe I need to do lives more often on here. I'm so used to doing lives. It made sense today. All right. Thank you, guys. Look at it. Let me close my eyes. Can you see my little tiny wing? If I want to come back and touch that up, I don't think I'm going to touch it up. I think it's just perfect. And then the last thing I normally do is take my fingers and I will press right at the base of my lashes. This helps them curl a little more. It does. Thank you, Jamie. Y'all need to try this. Y'all probably have already. Most of you have these colors that are popping on here, I see. Because you're on Facebook with me. All right. Thank you, guys. All right, I'm off to my adventure for the day. Cross your fingers. Everything goes well at Walmart with my mama. I try real hard. But I appreciate you guys popping on here. Please like and subscribe and come back here on Sundays. I love to have you here. And y'all just don't know how happy you make me. And this gives me joy in my life. It really does. And I love getting on here. And I love sharing tips and tricks with you. And I like hanging out with ladies who are like-minded. And even if you're not like, even if you leave a bad comment, I'm going to thank you for it just because you tried, okay? And that's what I usually do. Somebody will say something kind of mean, and I'm like, well, thank you for trying to watch. I appreciate it. All right. I will see that tomorrow's Monday, so I will see you on my Facebook page, Younique by Melissa, at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, because that's the time I hop on every morning. So if you can't be up that early, then just catch it on the replay, and I will see y'all later. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.